Don't poke the bear, folks. Hey there, I am the Mighty Plantain. Thanks for checking out this video. And I got a beer here that my wife, the Lady Plantain, big Bruins fan, by the way, she definitely wanted to try this on our recent trip to Boston. This is from Harpoon Brewing's Don't Poke the Bear Black and Golden Ale, brewed with Chris Wagner of the Boston Bruins. Let's see, 29 IBUs, 5.14% alcohol by volume. I'm sure the 5.14 and the 29 with the apostrophe, oh, that's probably his number, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure it has something to do with the hockey stuff. But, here we go. It doesn't get much better than late season hockey, especially when the boys in black and gold are making a run to help restock our fridge for game night. We called up our Bruin friend and Massachusetts native Chris Wagner to develop the perfect liquid companion for a playoff push. Brewed with a touch of black honey, and golden promise malt, Don't Poke the Bear is a crushable black and golden ale with a bright, hoppy nose and just a faint hint of sweetness. Cheers to the mayor of Walpole. Raise one up to the rafters. Okay. Oh, and for every case sold, we'll be donating a portion of proceeds to the Corey C. Griffin Foundation, the charity of Wife's Choice. Okay, cool. So you're doing a little bit of good by buying the beer as well. But as I was saying, the wife and I recently took a trip to Boston. We put the Harpoon Brewery on our list of things to do. One, because she wanted to get a hold of this beer directly from the source. Two, Harpoon, employee-owned company. I definitely wanted to check them out. And they now are, they're basically merged with Clown Shoes, which is another really great brewery. So there's all kinds of reasons to hit the Harpoon Brewery. I mean, now they got Clown Shoes on tap there. It doesn't enjoy as much tap space as Harpoon, but you know what? Now Clown Shoes isn't pouring at their own tasting room. It's a good option. Plus, you can get the whole UFO series there. It's a great place. They get a nice gift shop, obviously. If you happen to get the red Clown Shoes shirt, by the way, make sure you throw a color catcher in there or wash it by itself, because now I have some lovely pink tinged jeans and some other clothing in there. The red ran pretty good. But it was a great night, great experience. Cam, our bartender, thanks, buddy, made it a really great experience for us. Very knowledgeable about the beers, very passionate about the employee-owned part of the business, which is a good thing. Employee-owned businesses are awesome, and I think it's a great setup for any brewery, large or small. It's just a good business structure, and it gets people really, really invested in their product. And brewers are pretty passionate about that product to begin with, so it's a perfect complement. All right. I know, you guys didn't tune in for all the stories and such. So, we're going to talk about the beer. If you came here for hockey talk, you're going to be disappointed. If you came here for beer talk, you might be disappointed, but I'm going to do my best to make sure you're not. All right, so, a black and golden ale. Probably more on the side of golden than black, but we'll go with it. Now, in all fairness, I have had this at the brewery, because we definitely had to get it since it was on tap. And yeah, like I said, way more on the side of golden than black and gold. But hey, we're going with the sports team theme, black and gold, and they did put the black honey in there. So actually, that's interesting. I need to look up and see what black honey actually is. Oh, it is a lovely looking beer, very effervescent. You see all the bubbles coming up and all the bubbles on the glass. It looks spectacular. Really looks good under that light. I mean, look at that. It's a nice light colored beer. I know I need to rotate my fingers instead of just rotating the glass. Try to get that other logo out of the way. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful beer. It does have a slight haze to it. Nothing wrong with that. But very clear, very effervescent. Oh. Only 29 IBUs, but there is a hint of bitterness to it. I think the bitterness I'm getting is more from the malt blend, because it's definitely got some roastiness to it. Trying to remember if it was a wheat base, because it reminds me of a wheat beer. It just has it's got that really light color and a light mouthfeel, by the way. Yeah. Anyway, it just has that weedy, grainy flavor, and you don't get that heavy, grainy flavor with a lot of lighter beers unless they're a wheat base. But light mouthfeel, light flavor, but with a very grainy overtone to it. Slight hint of sweetness in the finish, just as expected, but so light, easy to drink, well put together beer. I mean, if you're sitting on the couch watching a game, you could probably polish off quite a few of these pretty quickly. I mean, it's delicious. There's nothing really crazy about it. And there's no huge flavors. There's nothing exotic jumping out at me, but that's kind of the point of this beer. You want something that's easy to drink. Like I said, crushable. I mean, I could sit and drink this all night. And although it's designed around hockey season, this would be a great summer beer as well. So it's a great companion for any good time, I would say. In terms of rating, I think I'm going to hit it with a 3.5 out of 5. Now, a 2.5 out of 5 is an average rating, so this is definitely an above average beer for me. And like I said, it's coming down to the fact that it's easy to drink, and it's well put together, and I'm enjoying it, versus the fact that it's got any crazy exotic flavors. It's not like blowing me away to the point where I'm hitting it with the 4 or better, but at a 3.5, that's a solid above average beer that, again, is just, it's a good beer to drink pretty much any time, and you can probably get a lot of people to drink it. And that's one of the other points I wanted to make. Now, this goes into a marketing thing, and it's going to sound a little cynical, but it's practical. You're marketing this beer to hockey fans, Boston Bruins fans in particular, in addition to making it for folks who like great craft beer from Harpoon. So it's going to have a wide appeal. And I think it's succeeded in that. This is a great gateway beer. You got some friends that aren't necessarily into craft beer, but maybe they're sports fans. Hey, we got the Boston Bruins beer. Get them on board. And then when they start to realize that some of these other flavors aren't quite as scary or as insane as they think it is, then you've got your hook to start introducing them to more different types of beer. Just a thought. But I think I've shared with you more than enough of my thoughts about this beer. You're probably sick of hearing from me already. And that is just my opinion. Hit me up down in the comments, the email link down below. Love to hear what you have to say about this beer. While you're down there, don't forget to like and share the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, folks, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.